Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Malinga Sise of Urban Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful. And for those who are still new, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Today I'm super excited because we are going to look at the most awaited topic, and that is the profits you're going to make from this project. I have looked at the 300 bahts because previously we looked at the money that you need when you want to start up the 300 layer farm. So I've also looked at the profits you're going to make from the 300 layer farm. Most of us are interested in a profit because when I uploaded that video, guys, if you've not yet watched the video, please go and watch it. It will help you even to understand this topic. Most of us were, so eager to know how much can we make us a video telling us the profits we are going to make when we invest in the 300 layer farm. But I want to tell you that in every business, when you go in for it, do not expect too much profit. Okay, go in when you know that anything can happen and the profit can be less or the profit can be high. And with poultry farming, I may say that there are some seasons whereby you'll get higher profits, and there are some seasons whereby the profits will be low. Now, like currently, the prices of feeds are high and the prices of eggs have come down. So that is how this project is. So I've really tried to come out with a genuine figure of which I did not overestimate things. I have also did not underestimated things. So the figures that we are going to come out with today is not that it's the exact figure that you will get when you start this project. Honestly, when you start the project, it is going to be slightly higher than what I have come out with today. But I've also put other factors concerned. That is why I've come out with this figure. And with poultry farming, we shall not only look at the figures, but we shall look at also other benefits. When you're doing this project, first of all, you have enough time for yourself, enough time for your family, because this is a project that you will do it in the morning hours. By 2, you find that there's no more, a lot of work done. You can have time for yourself and do other things. So this is not a project that it will consume most of your time, or the whole day you'll have to be doing this thing. Other days, like from the afternoon, you will be doing other things. So I'm also considering that profit bit of it, because you will find that as a human being, you really have enough time to rest, enough time to have fun with your family, to visit friends and family, So it is all not about the figure. And then I will want to tell you that the 300 layer birds is a small project. Okay, this is someone who has started very small. But if you look at people who have like 1,000 birds, 2,000, 5,000, over 10,000 birds, you'll find that the profits they make are far higher than what you are going to have today. But of course, also the capital that they have invested is far higher than what we looked at last time. So for today, please stay tuned till the end. And if you're still new, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. If you have any question or any video you want me to make, please write it in the comment section and I'll be so grateful. See you right back. So as I told you earlier on, today I want us to look at the profits of 300 layers farm. I've come up with this topic. I really don't like making topics about this profit thing. So many people have asked me about it way before, but this month, since it's a month of answering all our questions, that is why I decided to come out with this topic. I've decided to write down everything, like you can see, but I've really tried as much as possible to be in order, and I'm very sure all of us are going to understand perfectly well. And this I've done like this because I don't want to waste a lot of time busy writing, doing this and that. So if we look at the dollar rate of today, we are putting $1 at 3,699 Ugandan shillings. And last time when we did the calculation of how much we need for starting up this project, we found out that for you to start a complete 300 layer farm, you need $3,437 US. But you can convert this to your local currency for those who are in different countries. So when we come to 300 layers, honestly, you will not get the 300 eggs every day. We assume that on the 300 birds, at least 270 birds are laying every day. That is if you really follow the biosecurity, if you really vaccinate your birds very well, and if you're really giving enough feeds and the right feeds, and if you're really giving enough clean drinking water. Honestly, the birds will, at least 270 birds will lay every day. Of course, it might be more, but we shall leave out the rest. So if you have 270 eggs every day, if we convert it into the number of trays, because one tray of eggs takes 30 eggs, so that means the 270 eggs will be converted to 9 trays of eggs every day. So, and one tray of eggs today in Uganda is at 10,000 Ugandan shillings, which is equivalent to $2.07. And one tray of eggs, if we want to know how much money we have on a daily basis, we shall say 10,000 times the 9 trays, which is at 90,000 Ugandan shillings, and that is $24.03. So you will find that a farmer with 300 layers every day is getting this amount of money. So if you're getting this amount of money, we want to know when you finish buying the feeds, how much money are you left with? So we said last time that for the 300 layers, you need 36 kilograms of feeds every day. And guys, today, as I'm talking, the prices of feeds have gone down and the prices of eggs are now low. So you will find that 1 kilogram of feeds is at 1,600 Ugandan shillings, which is equivalent to $0.43 US. And therefore, the 36 kilograms of feeds, if you multiply it by 1,600 Ugandan shillings, you'll find that every day this farmer is spending 57,600 Ugandan shillings every day, which is equivalent to $15.06. And if you remove the money for the eggs, which is the 90,000, minus the money that you're going to use for buying the feeds, you'll find that that farmer is remaining with 32,400 Ugandan shillings, which is equivalent to $8.76. So this is the money that this farmer is remaining with every day. So long as these birds are still laying, this farmer is remaining with this money. So now we want to find out how much, we want to now find out the profit, the exact profit of this farmer. This is not the exact profit. This is the money that this farmer is getting every day. So I have come here and said we shall exclude the first 8 weeks and the last 4 weeks. Okay? Why are we excluding the first 8 weeks? I told you before that when these birds start laying eggs, they do not start laying eggs on the same day. You will find that we give it 2 months, and 2 months is equivalent to 8 weeks. We give them 8 weeks for all the birds to stabilize and all the birds to start laying eggs. And then when we are soon laying off these birds, you'll find that because these birds lay for the 72 weeks, but of course, there are some cases where some birds even lay up to 100 weeks, depending on how you have taken care of those birds. It is not a must that by 72 weeks, these birds are going to stop laying. In most cases, birds have laid even up to 80 weeks, up to 90 weeks, and up to 100 weeks. You'll find that that farmer is still getting some money out of those birds. But for our calculation of the day, we are going to leave out the first 8 weeks because we shall give them those 8 weeks for all the birds to start laying, for the eggs that the birds are laying, to start also buying the feeds. And then the last 4 weeks, we shall leave it because we are assuming that since the birds are already aging, for the last 4 weeks that you're going to now sell them off, they are not now performing to your expectation. So we shall leave out roughly 12 weeks out of the 72 weeks. I hope you have all understood that. So our calculation is going to be done based on 60 weeks. So we are going to assume that this farmer is getting this 32,400 for the rest of the 60 weeks. So if we consider 60 weeks of active laying of these 300 birds, we shall first have to find out in the 60 weeks how many days are there. So I have put 60 weeks times the 7 days, because I assume in 1 week there are 7 days. So we shall put 60 times the 7 days, which is equivalent to 420 days. So for us to get the exact money that this farmer is remaining with at the end of this project, we shall put 32,400 multiplied by the 420 days, and that will bring us to 13,608,000 Ugandan shillings, which is equivalent to 3,678 US dollars and 8 cents. So at the end of this project, this farmer will have this money in his or her pocket. But this is not the exact profit that this farmer is getting. Now, when the farmer is selling off these birds, because we also have now the birds that we are supposed to lay off at the end of the 72 weeks. When the farmer is selling off these 300 birds, we are not going to put exactly the 300 birds. I have assumed somewhere, somehow, we have lost out 10 birds. So that is why I have put 290 birds. So 290 layers. Currently, each bird is going for 18,000 Ugandan shillings in the market. They have become really expensive, which is equivalent to $4 and 87 cents. So if we are selling off the 290 birds, that means we shall multiply the 290 birds times the 18,000 Ugandan shillings, which is equivalent to 5,220,000 Ugandan shillings, which in US dollars it is 1,411 US dollars. Now we are going to add the profit this guy has been making, or this person has been making, which is we come here, which is 13,608,000 plus the 5,220,000 from the birds that he has sold or she has sold, which will bring us to 18,828,000 Ugandan shillings, which is equivalent to 5,090 US dollars. So this is the money that this person is having after doing the project and selling off these birds. But this is not our actual profit. Remember, we have spent some money up there when setting up this project. But I want to tell you that there are some things that we have purchased in the beginning, which we are not going to purchase again next time. Like the feeders, like the drinkers, like the chicken house. There are so many things that this farmer in the next flock, after laying off these birds, will not purchase again. So for us to find out the actual spending or the actual money, I have decided that on those things that we have purchased, that we shall not repurchase them again, like the feeders, the drinkers, the chicken house, have decided to divide the money we have used for purchasing them into 3 equal parts, simply because I'm assuming that the chicken house that we have constructed is going to take in 3 flocks. And I'm assuming that the drinkers, the feeders, the pot, the overall, the boots that we have purchased in the beginning, we are also going to use it for the next 3 flocks that is coming into this farm. That is why I've divided that money into 3 equal parts. So we are going to add in all those expenses. And also amid this there, I have included the labor that the birds were laying actively. I've included the electricity bill, the water bill that the birds have been laying actively. Amid this there, we have all those bills. I've also included the money for the vaccines amid this there, because the Newcastle vaccine, we need to keep giving these birds after 8 weeks. So on the 18,828,000 Ugandan shillings, you will find that the expenses that is there after adding all those things, I have not shown for you here, but after adding all those things, all the expenses in the beginning, there are things that we shall repeat buying next time, and there are things that we shall not buy anymore. So after totaling up all the expenses, both the ones that we are going to purchase again next time when you bring in new birds, and the ones that we shall not purchase anymore, I've decided to total them up, and it has brought us to 13.5,600,000 shillings. So for us to find the exact profit, we are going to subtract that total expenses minus the total amount of money this person has made during the time of having these birds and after laying these birds off. So we shall say 18,828,000 Ugandan shillings minus 13.5,600,000 shillings, which will bring us to 5,327,400 Ugandan shillings, which is equivalent to 1,440 US dollars. So therefore, you'll find that when you start this project with the 300 layers, at the end of it all, this is the profit that you're going to remain with after laying off these birds and after removing all the expenses plus your capital that you have spent on this project. This is the money you're going to remain with after 1 year and a half, because these birds are meant to lay for the 72 weeks. So in other words, this is 5,327,400 Ugandan shillings. According to our dollar rate, that is 1,440 US dollars. This is the profit that a small scale farmer of 300 layer farm is going to earn after selling off the birds. So I hope we have really understood this topic very well. I have really decided to leave out those 12 weeks because I'm assuming that in the last 4 weeks, the birds are not performing well. And in the first 8 weeks, the birds are still picking up in the laying. So I have decided to put those weeks off. And guys, honestly, this is the rough estimate of the profit you're going to get when you start this project. But I want us to really be so keen when we look through these profits. Even any other business, some of us start businesses and which we have spent hundreds and hundreds of millions, and at the end of it all, sometimes it ends up collapsing, sometimes even within a year still you've not received any profit. But this is poultry farming, whereby within 72 weeks you're able to make that money after only spending roughly 12 million Ugandan shillings, or 3,473 US dollars. So it is a viable business, and I've really told you in the beginning that this is not the exact profit. Honestly, the profit is slightly higher than here, but I don't want you to jump in with high expectations and later maybe things don't move out the way you want. This is because with every business, sometimes you have to underestimate the profit. But honestly, this is a viable profit, and if everyone join in, we are all able to make money. First of all, these products are consumed everywhere. Now, like the eggs are eaten by everyone, the meat is consumed by everyone. So we can all join in this project. Youth, let us join in poultry farming. Let us stop being job seekers and we become job creators. Let us do the local birds. If this is very expensive for you to begin, start with the local birds. We have seen how my local project is really growing, guys. All the birds are now laying and they're soon hatching their eggs. So even someone who do not have enough capital to start this project, because I heard some of you are complaining this is a lot of money to start this project. Start with the local birds. Start small and you will grow from there. So for today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always coming back and watching my videos. And if you're still new, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video. Comment in the comment section down below. Tell me which video you want me to make and I'll be so grateful. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and I'll be smiling. See you next time. Love you all. Bye-bye.